Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, one thing you're going to definitely notice in the morning hours, especially if you're like, say, getting up and getting ready to work at 6 o'clock, is that, well, the sun, why isn't it up? Well, the sunrise is now going to be at 7:29 this morning, at least for Monday morning, and the sunset 7:14. So now that we're back in daylight saving time, now we get to adjust in that sense. So now how much rain did we get to see in the whole entire area? Well, Grants Pass off to the west saw some pretty decent rain. In fact, about 2/3 of an inch for Grants Pass, about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches along the Oregon coast. Medford, Mount Shasta City picked up a little bit, but most locations, even east the Cascades, just didn't pick up hardly anything at all. So not really much of a rain event for most locations with this system. Now, in terms of the winds for tonight, they'll be really calming down over because we were looking at some pretty strong winds earlier today. But for tomorrow, we'll be looking at pretty blustery conditions east the Cascades and along the Oregon coast as well. We do have that wind advisory for Lake County for a good chunk of the day for tomorrow. Now, our forecast back to tonight, we're looking at temperatures into the 20s east the Cascades, 30s west the Cascades, and 40s along the Oregon coast, 35 and 37 for Medford and Grants Pass, which should just be a mostly cloudy sky. For Monday, we're looking at temperatures into the 40s and 50s, so fairly similar to what we saw today. Also looking at pretty windy conditions east the Cascades as well. Now, how much snow are we going to be looking at? And this is all the way through Wednesday morning, so we'll have a couple systems moving through the region. We'll be looking at generally 2 to 6 inches of snow along the east side passes, roughly about 5 to 10 inches along the Oregon Cascade passes, and less once you head on down to the south. So like Siskiyou Summit down towards Mount Shasta City, not as much snow. We'll see some snow, but it doesn't look like the Weather Service will have to issue like a winter weather advisory. So again, just keep that in mind. It'll be less snow down to our south. So less showers for tonight. Once we get towards tomorrow morning, fairly calm, and then we'll start seeing rain pushing along the Oregon coast, and that'll all be pushing inland. Valley rain, mountain snow. Snow levels will be about 3,500 to 4,500 feet for the day tomorrow. And then we're looking at Tuesday, and we're looking at plenty of showers all throughout the region. And the showers will be decreasing late on Tuesday. You can see there's less activity. And by Tuesday night into early on Wednesday morning, things calming down quite a bit. In fact, Wednesday is going to be such a nice day for most locations. Now, how much rain also are we going to be looking at for that same time frame? Well, about 1/4 inch for up and down Interstate 5 and east the Cascades. So not a significant rain amount, but more than what we did see for today. Mount Shasta City is seeing a little bit more. Grants Pass, you'll probably see more than what's being indicated here, but generally about 1 to 2 inches of rain along the Oregon coast, which is subject to change. Now, high passes for the next couple of days, not the best traveling weather. So if you can wait till Wednesday or Thursday, that's definitely the best day because blowing snow reduces visibilities and it's not fun overall. Now, we've been pretty stormy for the last several days, but once we get towards Wednesday of this coming week, boy, we're going to have high pressure building in and things are going to look really, really nice overall. In fact, look at this. By Thursday, everything's going up to the northern part of Canada and to southern Alaska. So that leaves us high and dry, which means temperatures are going to be pretty warm as a result. We get towards Saturday, same kind of scenario, but all the energy is thousands of miles offshore. But look where this goes. This all heads on down towards Mexico as we get 7 to 10 days out. We might get a weak system sometime in the next 7 to 10 days, but basically the overall pattern is it's going to be a prolonged dry spell. So enjoy the nice weather when it comes because it's going to be here to stay. But rain for the coast Monday and Tuesday, and then temperatures climbing into the 60s beginning on Thursday. For Northern California, right around 50 for the next couple of days. Windy conditions as well, but temperatures still overnight lows staying into the 30s, but definitely temperatures back into the 60s. Klamath Basin, also very cold overnight lows, generally into the 20s, but temperatures ranging from 45 on Monday to almost 65 by next weekend. Cascades will still be looking at some pretty good snow for the next couple of days, but then it dries out beginning on Wednesday. And here in the Rogue Valley, again, we'll see that rain throughout the day on Monday, especially later in the day, and then rainy on Tuesday, and then it dries out and really does start to warm up. It could be near 75 by next weekend.